Show. This is episode 42 of our podcast version of our content, and we were just having a nice heated conversation here. MC is still having PTSD from the early 90s and 2000s and mid 2010s, but I think he forgets the recent history of the success the Lions have had versus the times that he's grown up. You know, if you base the last 5 years versus the last 500 years, the Lions have been on an up. You know, you got to learn that some seasons are just not going to fall the way you want them to. You know, it just happens. You know, you can't look on the team roster and be like, "Oh, it's their fault" or the coaching and all that. It's fun. You don't need to fire everybody. Start pulling out the list and start hacking them. Give me the phone. I'll fire them for you. You know. But I get it. I get it. You know, that's your heart speaking. You know, I know you're not trying to be an asshole. I know you're not trying to. I know it's the passion for the Lions. You want that Super Bowl. You want it so bad. Yeah. Yep. Mhm. You know, and that's why Professor gave up Karen so much because he hated that feeling. Professor's about to be 97 this year, and it's just that's you know since the inception of the Lions, he hasn't got to see it. So
No.
he's it's gonna be all right, man. The draft itself I think is gonna be absolutely wild. There's so many teams with two picks this year. Uh the players, the teams want players out of this draft. There's a lot of really really good ones, and I have there's a couple me and Professor were watching today that had us moving up to number 3, which both of us were like, whoa, that would be crazy if we moved up to 3. But it would all depend on how number 2 went.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, man. There's a lot of good draft picks. It's just
I'm gonna say it now. I think this draft is gonna have the most first round trades we've ever seen in our lifetime. I really do. I think this is gonna really shock people. Not just the teams that have 2 picks, but the teams that are trying to move up. I think are gonna surprise some people.
it very well could, but JP, it could be a slow moving draft. It could be like the people are going to obviously number one,
Mhm. Mhm.
or JP.
Mhm.
It could be like a flipperoo where because the Raiders, they're not really necessarily hurting for a quarterback. All
Right.
right. Yeah, I think that I think the Raiders they're not gonna like put all their eggs in with Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah, no, Mendoza's go number 1. There's
But
there's
but
That's not even a
that's what I
draft
mean. It
choice.
could be a curveball, JP. It could be
No.
where they'd be like, no, all right, if you're willing to give us this and this and this for him, fucking take him type shit, you know?
Nah,
Or
he's already getting his house in Las Vegas already. He knows. He's looking
uh,
for realtors.
well, I'm just saying, anything could happen. I mean,
Oh, for
shit,
sure.
you
You
never
can't. You
know.
can't. There's a 1.00% chance somebody does something crazy. But I don't know. But everything after number 2 is where it's gonna get crazy. Like there's so many good defensive players in this like top 10 that could go any direction. That's
Yeah,
why. That's why I would like to see Detroit move up into there, and do something.
yeah. Well, don't get your hopes up. Like I
No,
said,
and I'm not worried about staying at 17 either. I mean, there is a lot of decent players because of everybody fighting for those top dogs. There's going to be some hidden gems that could fall to us.
I
There's a
don't know. I have a strong suspicion, completely kind of off topic here, just because you're talking about the draft, but I think Professor might be on to something
Hmm.
with the old conversation he was talking about
The
last.
Laporta.
Yeah, I think the
Oh
cooking.
yeah.
I've been hearing a lot of ruckus, dude,
Yeah,
about
yeah, no.
Laporta.
In fact, yeah, I heard something while I was at work the other day. I was like, oh, it could be coming true. Somebody else kind of had the same feeling. But it was pretty spot on. It's like he's really our only trading ticket, and if we really want to move up to get something serious, that would be the way to go. And he would really be the only piece that we would be able to lose and maybe pick up something. Because Laporta, remember, he was a second round draft pick, so there's a good chance that in the third or fourth round, we find a tight end that we might like. So it's
Yeah,
interesting.
I mean, you got to look at it as the Lions, the Ford stand put. He's coming off of not just like throw some tape on it injury, it's he's been banged up pretty good, man. He took a lot of brutal hits, man. He's
Yeah,
not
no, and that's the kind of the thing why I'm kind of not too hurt. Like Laporta's been a solid when he's in the game. He plays lights out. There's nobody that's arguing that. But it's just he's taken some pretty brutal hits for being a taller, stockier dude. So or a taller, lengthier guy rather. You do
just
kind of
the
question about hey,
No, go ahead.
yeah, you do kind of question his availability. You know what I mean? That's kind of where you're looking at now. You already opened up with the injury stuff. It's you don't want to be a jerk. Hopefully he gets to go to a good team at least. Kind of like what we
Yeah.
did with Montgomery. Traded him to
Hmm.
a decent team, got some good stuff for him. You know, we didn't ship
I
him to
think
the worst.
I think the Laporta is just a different thing. I think all around it's like the GM and everybody is responsible for this to get us in this episode here to where we can't keep him, or there might be more worried about, like we're talking, the injury, like.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I just foresee I just foresee we could get somebody um younger, less money. We could, you know, work out something in the deal where we get them damn near pennies on the dollar, right? And
Well,
we
who's
get
that?
if we got rid of Laporta,
Uh
right?
huh. Yeah.
Hate to say it, Laporta is not just your average tight end, right?
No. Well, that's the
He's a
thing.
Hall of Famer.
Well, that's the
Gonna
thing.
be
If
a Hall
he's
of
healthy
Famer.
and he goes to a team like they're getting a bang for their buck for a first round pick. You know what I mean? Like they're
Right.
getting a really good tight end if he stays healthy.
That's the
There's
thing. Key
that's what
word,
that's what we're
stays
that's what
healthy.
we're that's what we're betting on.
And I hate to it's like you gotta have a security guard around him just to get him to the field, it seems like, because like he's just fragile, you know?
Fragility.
But no, I mean, what do we got to we don't have anybody else, like Professor Football said,
Hmm.
right? We don't have anybody else for trade value for anything to worth a buck to get what we need, right?
Hmm.
And I think we could slowly possibly get, if we got rid of Laporta, right? I think we could get somebody where we could build into that tight end to make do, get us by. But I would hate to see him go. But if you got a chance to get, say, like a younger version of a Laporta, would you pass and keep? You don't know if he's going to be the same Laporta pre-injury, right? And then you get
Right.
Laporta back, take a gamble, and he's like 50% of Laporta that, pre-injury. So
Yeah.
after
You
injury,
get
he's
yourself a
just,
nice healthy guy. It doesn't
yeah.
hurt.
That's a gamble, bro. I mean, Laporta just doesn't he's an all-around guy. Like he is a blocker, dude. Like that is so hard to find
Hmm.
in the NFL. I mean, I love Gibbs. Could be a random position. I love Gibbs, right? Don't get me wrong. But that dude is a terrible blocker, dude. He's
Who?
about good as Gibbs.
Oh,
He
get out of
cannot
here.
block to save his ass. He's about good as Taylor Decker as blocking.
Oh
And
man, they just pointed out a big thing about him being one of the better blocking running backs today, dude.
are you kidding me?
Not
Who
even a
said
little
that?
bit. Oh,
Who
they
said
showed
that?
all the highlights of it, dude. He's amazing. He pushes people out
Oh
of the way
my
for Goff
Lord.
to be able to move
Oh
into his pocket,
jeez.
dude.
Jeez. Are you messing with me, dude?
Not even a little bit. It's not even
Man,
close.
you
Yeah,
gotta
no, he's
send me those videos because those must have been the only damn videos he blocked in that game because all the other games I've seen, he can't stop the linebacker from coming in. You see you see every time the linebacker gets a hand on golf and he panics. Typical golf fashion. Oh, I can't throw the ball away. You know?
hmm
That's what's frustrating. And it's like, I'm not a coach. I'm just a bystander watching the shit on Sundays. Sorry, getting carried away here, folks. The Lions' passion is just coming out of my veins. But no, I don't know. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on the whole Porter thing. But
Oh, 100, yeah. No, it'll be interesting. And like I said, there's going to be a lot of movement in this draft, man. It's
oh yeah, I think you are right, dude. I think this is gonna be the year where we're gonna see the most everything in this draft, just because I don't know. I think it's just the year to where coaches are not scared no more to make that move. You know how
mhm,
in the past they used to be like timid and not want to like trade up for that one player.
yeah, aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive.
Hmm.
Now I think there's just a shark in the water, man. Like all for them, whoever gets it is gonna win it, type of thing. So I think now think it's gonna be a good draft. Like he said, we don't really need much, but shit, it would help
Hmm.
for our Lions, but have to wait and see what they cook up. But I'm excited for the draft.
Hmm.
Um all around this year. I
Who
think
would you
it's
like
gonna
the
be a good
Lions
one.
to take?
Psh, I mean, we don't have enough time in this episode for that. Um Um, can you draft a general manager? Oh no, I'm just kidding.
No, but you can trade him.
Yeah, trade him. I don't even know who you would, you know, on that aspect, but I give him this year, man. You know my rule this year. He's got he's got this year to show me or hit the highway, Jack. You know,
Yeah, but if we
yours
do that,
truly.
we're in a big restart again. That's what sucks. Like,
Well, it was shit. I mean, I thought we were in the restart this year. I mean,
no,
holy
not even
smokes.
close.
I know, but it seemed to be the protocol every 4 years. Fire the GM, the coach, and starting over, boys.
Yeah, no, they just redid their extension, so we'll have them for a while, man.
Yeah,
They're not in the burner
unfortunately.
yet. They're
But
they're
all
bringing in too
around,
much money for all them tickets, man. There's no way they're gonna fire him. They're still
hey man,
sold
you
out.
see, I don't know if this is true, but man, I seen some ticket prices for the Tigers game. Holy mackerel, dude!
Yeah, Tigers are killing it,
Things,
so they're
them
expensive
things
too.
are cheap, bro.
Oh, are they?
Dude, whatever. I don't know. This had to have been fake, dude.
I think
Like
it's just because it's earlier in the season. It doesn't
it
matter as
was like
much.
$28 and you could damn near catch a foul ball. I was
Yeah,
like,
that'd be sick.
man, I might have to. It's like you buy 4 tickets, you get. There's a lot of good deals. I was like, man, I don't know if this is true or not, but I would like to look into it.
Yeah.
Take, all four of us go down,
Hell yeah.
whatever.
Me, you,
But
and the
yeah,
boys.
Who would I like the Lions to pick in the draft?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, we haven't heard much news on Kirby Joseph. Well, I haven't. Have you?
Uh, I'm trying to see who else showed up for stuff.
Or Branch? So I'm a little concerned in that aspect on Branch. You know, maybe we should draft in that aspect if or we need somebody on the other side of Hutch, on the opposite side, you
Yeah, no.
know.
So far, it seems like everybody's good to go. There's a few like questionables at the end of the season, but it looks like everybody's solid. And then Penne, they just talked about moving him to right to left tackle, which we figured he would with all the new badass
Yeah,
linemen we
we
brought in.
we kind of knew that was happening. But yeah, that's my concerning on the draft for us is possibly well, we definitely need somebody on the left side. I haven't heard anything on the defense to help out Hutch, so
Nope,
maybe I'm
not really.
lacking there.
No, there's a
But
couple of people they brought in, but like, I mean, they're good. They're not injury prone players, which is good. The one dude, DJ Awanu, he was just on the playoff Panthers, so we got a decent crack at him, which was good.
okay,
You know,
and
so
then
for what was available. But I think if we can get somebody in the draft, I really do think we're going edge to go with Hutch.
see, that's what I was thinking. You want to know why I say that, JP?
Hmm.
Because I think Brad Holmes got tired of hearing and being a meme online about about hey, the fans, maybe hey, listen to the fans that come and watch this shit every Sunday. We might know what we're watching here, and we might know what we need, right? So I think yeah, I think that's what they're gonna draft.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're hoping. That's kind of the idea with them moving up. If they move up, they're trying to get one of those another
Yeah.
monster defensive end because there's four of them per se, and if we
Who,
can get one of the
who's the
four,
best? Who's the best that we could possibly get our hands on, JP, in this draft? The best all around,
if we're
every
able,
like grit type of guy, Detroiter through and through.
if we were
Who do you
able
think?
to move up, I think it would be the Avril Reese. But I don't think we're gonna move to two to get him. So I would really like to see the Ruben Bain. I think Bain and Hutch would be a fucking badass shirt to get made. Like Ruben Bain Jr. is his name, and he's out of Miami. So he was in the national championship. So he's a dog.
Yeah,
Uh,
but could he play in cold weather though?
we're we're in a dome, so
Oh, we go to, what? We don't go to Green Bay. We don't go to Lambeau. We don't
yeah.
go to Kansas City. I mean, it don't get cold in Kansas City. I mean,
Nah, not with how hot we are when we come around those cities. Yeah, no, that is true. Like I don't
because
think
it
he'll struggle.
does
Cause yeah,
some players it does mess with them, man, a lot.
we'll just
I mean,
kick him
face it.
outside for a few months. Suck it up, Buttercup. Welcome
Yeah.
to the big leagues.
No, I don't think it would bother him. I mean, shit, the position he's in. I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah, they're usually a lot tougher.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be different if he
Especially if
was.
there's a Michigan guy on the other side, he'll be like, "Oh man, I gotta show up."
Yeah. No, I like your. I think we both are leaning in that aspect in the draft. The
Yeah,
pre-bet show. We both agree.
we don't want a defensive end. Hey, professor, you got a minute? Yeah, yeah. We just wanna hear a little bit. Uh, don't think they have. Did they have the new updated draft order? Yeah, this one has the new draft order. Here, I'll let you and MC kind of talk about.
Big day Thursday.
Yeah, big day Thursday.
What
Let you and
time?
MC kind of.
What time should M Sizzles stop
The,
over?
the draft starts at about 8, so if you want to get here about 6:37, that way we can kind of run through some of the stuff. Because, like I said, I'm gonna snag another headset, and I don't know,
Right
you
on.
know,
I'll bring all my setup too.
yeah,
So
bring your laptop. Because even though we're only gonna use it to plug your thing in and probably not have it shoot, it'll work better for the sound. Because we'll both
right.
have a headset, so it'll be like it'll both sound like this. It'll both be,
Yeah.
and you won't hear the TV in the background and all that stuff. So it'll just be me and you and me and you talking and
Be
like
a
that.
late night, dude. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
late night.
I mean, put no OT yet. We're not that popular yet. We
No,
don't have
no.
that in escrow yet.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, but
We
I'll let
still
you.
have to figure out the whole Super Bowl thing too. How to do all that shit.
Mhm. But here, I'll let you and Professor talk for just a little bit about
Gotcha.
the draft.
Okay, what do you got in mind? What you got going?
Well, Professor, me and JP were both just talking about how I think the Lions need somebody on the opposite side of Hutch to help him out, and that would really beef that defense and make it more intimidating to other teams, and it just our chances to go to the Super Bowl would be extremely high. But I asked JP who he thought we could possibly get in the draft, and he told me there's like three guys. So
But they're all going to go by the 10th round, 10th pick. I mean,
before we can get them, that's kind of where I was worried about too. So
that's why my thought was that if Detroit could get up, the last I heard that there was Detroit was debating with Kansas City, making that trade, and then throwing in Laporta to move up. From 17 to what 9? That's 8 places, and that'd be the perfect compensation. And then we could get that. That's if Ruben Baines Jr. is still available. There's a good chance he could go, with Washington Commanders or the Saints, because he's such a good edge rusher, and I mean he does it all, and he's fast. He had like a 4.6 at the combine. I mean, for a corner, I mean that's faster than Hutch. Uh,
yeah,
and he's built like a piece of steel. So that's my pick. But then I was looking at some draft guy talking today that there's an outside chance Kansas City might make a trade with Arizona. Arizona's in third spot. So if they do that, then that throws out. Then Detroit's got to go after somebody else like Cleveland or Washington. Uh, the thing is if they give him Laporta, they got a proven player right now. Then you're not really taking a chance on your draft pick being okay over the next 3 or 4 years. That's the only luxury about trading somebody. And Laporta's the only trade bait on our team right now.
yeah,
You ain't going to trade a Hutch to get another guy who plays like Hutch. And that's the only wise thing I can do now. If Kansas City, if that is true that they're talking with Arizona, then this throws it out. The only other thing we got is we could have to go after Cleveland or Tennessee. Tennessee's in 4, Cleveland's in 6. I don't think the Saints just ain't a type of trading team, and they don't need a tight end. Cleveland, they could use a bunch of players. So unless there's something I don't see out there. Uh, unless we got a lot of number twos on the edge, but having that, the guy who can come in and be the superstar. Yeah, you're right. That would make well. First, we got to get and win back up so we're winning our division again. But everybody else is thinking the same thing. Now there was another thing is Minnesota is thinking the same thing. Of trying to make some kind of deal with Arizona at the third spot. If Minnesota moves up and gets one of those superstars, uh, holy crap, it's going to be tough to beat Minnesota.
Yeah.
But
It's
those,
gonna be. I don't know, man. I think anybody could beat Minnesota, no matter what they got. They're really struggling.
oh, I know, but you take how good the Bears are, you take how good Green Bay is, you make Minnesota better. I mean, that makes our division so tough. By the time you get through the NFC North, if you can, you're pretty beat up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, good point.
so that's the crazy part about that Minnesota draft. And me and Josh were watching that one guy's idea on it. That if any one of them, anybody in our division, decides to trade up and can make some kind of deal for the third, fourth, or fifth position in this draft, that's going to make that one team, regardless of who it is, really, really good. And the Chicago Bears at 25, so they would have to offer something pretty significant. Maybe the second round pick plus some one of the big time players. But who's that first edge off the yeah, the Avril Reese. Somebody go if he ends up with Green Bay, Chicago. Okay. Oh yeah, you ain't got to pick. Yeah. Okay. Chicago Bears and Minnesota. Those two teams are going to be much better because this Avril Reese. He's
Oh yeah, right. No, I'm just kidding.
what's that?
No, I was just messing with you. Yeah, we could be in a big shocker this year, boys.
Yeah, but
We really could.
there's a couple good ends and a couple good corners in this. So, but yeah, I don't know. There's a couple really suspect. I think it's going to be. Well, they're going to probably try to shore up that offensive line. If, well, there's so much good defense. If they got their defense that much better, say New York, uh, that'd be good. But they need to protect that quarterback. And now you got to remember the coaching. The coaching philosophy is going to change there this year, and so
Where, the Jets?
Jets and Giants. But the
I
Giants,
understand the Giants, but I don't. I'm gonna scratch my head on that on the Jets. But yeah, they got to change, man. Where else are they going? They've been losing. They've been absolutely ass for years. They've
yeah.
been the they've been the laughing stock of the NFL. So yes, Professor, they absolutely have to do something different.
Oh, I know, and they've made dumb personnel changes, office
Hmm.
changes. They haven't got the right coach for that team.
Hmm.
And what happens is if you start rebuilding and it doesn't work and you fire the coach in 3 years, the new coach has actually got to come in start
Fi-
rebuilding again.
Yeah, he's 9 times out of 10, he's absolutely got nothing to build with.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's got to figure out his value players that he can make some trades with. So that depletes your team. Or else you go out and do what the Giants did, get a couple first rounders and bargain for next year. But you got to sell some tickets also this year.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing about Detroit's loyalty. They've always sold tickets, even when they were shitty. Well, they did have a couple bad times over there in the early like when our quarterback problem before Stafford got there. We were going through Kitna and our 0-16.
Yeah, we had remember Joey
And
Harrington?
Harrington, yeah,
Oh, he was the guy, huh?
we just made some bad quarterback for about
No, who was the general manager then? I forget his name. He was an ex
general manager.
NFL player. Yeah, he was for the Lions back then.
Was it Brad Holmes back then?
No, Brad.
Oh,
It's McMillan.
Who was
McMillan, I think his name was.
Mariucci?
No, that was the coach, but the general manager
I have
was
no idea who the GM was.
he was
at the time.
he knew nothing about football. Well, he knew how to play, but he didn't know how to run the team.
But
yeah.
that was a little bit of professor's wisdom there to end out the episode. We like to thank everybody for stopping by. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what your favorite team is doing this Thursday. And don't forget to check out our live stream. We're going to be doing it
Thursday.
So until next time, pre-bet!
Pre-bet.
There's a light that shines on the sunny side of the street.